us from Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium in Greenville, North Carolina. A high-caliber, high-noon showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Texas State Bobcats and the ECU Pirates. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Texas State head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Pirates ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Burgess. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Holstein. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Looking for a man. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Slings it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 3rd down from the gun, Williams. It's picked off. Grabbed it off the deflection. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. Took it all the way back to the house.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
East Carolina, 0.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Holds and fires complete to the right. turning it on. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Pirates getting set on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Williams to throw. Release to the back. Out wide left, it's Gray. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Pirates come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Straight ahead, it's Gray. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Here we go. Snake.
They'll go with a direct snap. There's a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making...
Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Pirates! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
At the 43. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Going with the counter play here. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Eli Holstein to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Makes a catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Hand it to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Stopped right there.
Really nice job by this defense. 1st down was not successful. They get the 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Dead center perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gray. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Williams under pressure, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Out wide right, it's Gray. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Spins away from the defense. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Making the adjustment. Williams. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Williams will pass. Stepping to the right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now.
Ninja. Bow.
Throwing, Williams. Left side is Coleman Williams. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Pirates go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Kill. 9:49, rock stop.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Stay. Mustang.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolls right. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Williams looking for a man. fires it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Quick completion on the out. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion now.
Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Holstein. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. Touchdown, ECU. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Holstein to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Dangerous throw on that one.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein finds the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Hits inside, it's Burgess. Knocked down immediately.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality, and it's stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
Throwing, Holstein. Caught in the backfield. It's Burgess. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Catch inside the 25. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Bobcats. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's Danzy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Right side, it's McGowan. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Could not make his way to the corner.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Ryan's his big tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Williams to throw. Out wide right, it's Gray. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. I like this, taking the safe play, getting the positive gain, and seeing if you can build some momentum.
Well, and I think it's making the right play, Reese. That's what quarterbacks get in trouble sometimes when they get too aggressive and then they get behind the sticks a little bit. I see a lot of space, take advantage of it, get it to my running back, let him chew that up, and now it's easier on the next down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
It's Williams again. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up 4th down.
Kick is in the air. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Eli Holstein to throw. Still looking. He's going to run it. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Brings it in down the left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Texas State.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
Holstein. He wants to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Half time as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the home squad with the first.
He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Gain of 23 on the play. Good enough for
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The run inside. It's Burgess. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Here's Holstein to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass, it's Holstein. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Yeah, it was a nice comeback route. Most important part of a comeback route, dude, I got to sell you vertical like I'm running a go, and then I sit down and I come back to the football, catch it. Nice route by the wide receiver.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Burgess. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Oh, Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Throwing, Holstein. Going for 6. Touchdown, Texas State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Back to pass, it's Holstein. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Out wide left, it's Collier. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Running inside, it's Gray.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Right side, it's Hall. At the 20, he's got space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Man, how nice is it to have such a weapon at tight end? A guy that can catch the football and make people miss, but right here, break tackles, extend the play, make bigger chunks than what's really there. That's what can really make this offense dangerous.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Eli Holstein to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun.
Touchdown, Texas State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The AT unit on the field. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Williams. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Williams will pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That brings them to within one.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Burgess. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. DB's right up on the receivers. Holstein. Look out. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
In the gun on third down. Here's Holstein. Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, East Carolina. The defense putting points on the board. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Williams looking for a man. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Holstein to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Evans. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And the Bobcats come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Evans. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps. He's good against bubble screens. And he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
He's got it. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Buying time to his right. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's changing the play. Quick give. It's McGowan. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the...
They'll try to get him on the fake. Well, if you're going to be checked down Charlie, you get the completion percentage up, but you don't get the 1st down, and the punt unit comes on the field.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the 1st down, and the chains are moving.
And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Williams finds a tight end. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Williams will pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Pirates will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
And you got to feel great if you're this offense. You made so many plays in so many different ways to get this win.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.